Welcome to reality. You're now on the Code of Mind channel. Today we will allow ourselves to fantasize a little, to reflect. Sometimes the answers to the most difficult questions lie right under our noses, rather than out in the open. But we humans like to look for them somewhere around the corner, in other people's stories, in someone else's books, instead of just looking around. Sometimes the truth is closer than it seems. I want to talk to you about the movie The Matrix Reloaded, or rather, about one scene, the very one where Neo meets the architect. For some, it is just a fragment from a sci-fi movie, but someone else will see a profound meaning in it. A meaning that has become particularly clear only now, decades after the picture's release. In the movie, The Matrix Reloaded, there is a moment that passed by the consciousness of millions of viewers. The scene where Neo ends up in a white room, a pure space, an emptiness in which there are no decorations, only hundreds of screens around, and a figure, the architect, the creator of the system, the program that is responsible for the structure of this world. This scene is not about the plot. It is about you and me, about the moment when the illusion disappears, when you can no longer blame anyone, neither your mother nor your partner nor the state, because you are left one-on-one with what you created. On each screen is an alternative path, a variant where you said yes when you were afraid, a turn where you left instead of staying, a decision where you chose yourself or betrayed yourself again. This is not a movie. This is you. This is your edit, your project. You are the main character, the director, and at the same time the viewer. And the architect asks one single question. What was your movie about? You remember, after all, how many times you gave up on a dream, how many times you said, "Not now, it's not the time, I can't. I need to figure things out first, I'm not ready. What if it doesn't work out?" You saw the signs, you felt your heart, but each time you chose the familiar. And now you are here in the white room and the whole movie is in front of you. You watch, and for the first time you understand, this was always your choice. Every no, every "it's not time yet," every "I'll do it later." This is not a pause, this is a fork in the road. This is an editorial cut that leads the plot away. And if you are here, if you are watching this, it means your movie is still being written, and you can take the pen in your hands. Do you understand? You are not a viewer. You are the author. Yes, a lot has already happened. Yes, you cannot rewrite the past, but you can change its meaning. You can make a foundation out of pain, a turning point out of loss, fuel out of fear. And right now, right here, you can press the button, reboot the script. This does not mean throwing everything away. This means starting to hear yourself, not living as you should, but living as it feels right. Sometimes you won't be able to explain to logic why you suddenly make up your mind, why you leave, why you start, why you close a door or open a new one. But this is not for logic. This is for you, for your soul, which has finally woken up. Your white room is here. You don't have to wait for death to watch your movie. You can look into the screens right now and choose another path, the one where you do not betray yourself. One of the most destructive settings is the thought that if you made a mistake, then that's it, the end. That if you went the wrong way, chose the wrong person, stayed in the wrong place, then there is no way back, and now you have to live along this crack until the end. But the truth is completely different. At any moment you can say to yourself, "Stop, this is not my finale." Even if you have been walking in one direction for 10 years, you have the right to turn around. Even if you made a mistake, you are not obliged to repeat it just for the sake of not appearing weak to yourself. Strength is not stubbornly tramping down one path. Strength is rewriting the script when you feel that it has become someone else's. In a movie, editing can begin from any frame, and life is also a movie in which the button "take another shot" is available to you. You have the right to start all over again and not explain to anyone why. You are the screenwriter and you are the main character. And the main character can always rewrite their story, even if it is already the second, third, or 10th version. Remember the iconic scene from The Matrix where Morpheus extends 2 pills to Neo? The red one to learn the truth, the blue one to forget everything and return to the illusion. This moment became a symbol of awakening. But here is what is important. In reality, this scene does not happen just once. You experience it every morning. Every day you open your eyes, and these two pills are in front of you. You choose to stay in the template or step outside of it, to react habitually or consciously, to turn on anxious thoughts and run on inertia, or to stop for a minute and ask, and who is directing my day anyway? Most people choose the blue pill because it is easier. It is convenient for some to dump responsibility onto circumstances. It is safer that way. That's what the majority does. But the most interesting thing is that the pill of choice appears again and again. Every time you face anxiety, temptation, fatigue, or other people's expectations, you choose again and again to return to the matrix or to build your own road. And in this choice, there is no finale, because waking up is not an event. It is awareness. At one point, Neo understood. He is not just a person in the system, he is a part of this system, a program that has realized itself. And this is where the main paradox begins. We live as if everything around us is external circumstances, but from a certain moment you begin to notice. People behave according to templates, reactions are repeated, emotions are duplicated, and even events happen according to the exact same code. It's as if your whole life is an already written script. You wake up and as if according to a script, first the phone, then the morning ritual, then irritation, then coffee, then obligations, expectations, fatigue. Every day like a copy of the previous one. And you suddenly ask yourself a question. Am I even living or just executing someone else's code? Because a program is not only numbers in a computer. A program is a repeating thought. It is a conviction. I am unworthy. Or, it is not meant for me. Or, I always attract the wrong thing. A program is your reaction, which turns on automatically when something does not go according to plan. But here is the essence. A program can realize itself, and then it becomes consciousness. You suddenly understand. I am not obliged to be angry. I am not obliged to justify myself. I am not obliged to suffer. You are more than your thoughts. You are not their source. You are the observer. And this very moment of realization is the exit from the matrix. You don't escape. You don't break the system. You simply stop obeying it. And instead of living by the code, you start writing your own. You can talk as much as you want about circumstances, about a bad childhood, about the country, about money, about a husband who didn't support you, about a wife who dragged you down all the time, about parents who didn't give you a choice, about the system, about the matrix, about destiny. But a moment comes, and it always comes, when you understand that all this is just a background and the choice was always yours. You could have left earlier, could have not remained silent, could have believed in yourself, could have tried, could have started. And you didn't do it because it was scary, because it was unusual, because you chose to stay in the old. And right now, when you understand this, there is nothing scarier, because there is no one left to blame. But this is the turning point, not for self-flagellation but for a restart. Because if you accept that your whole life is the result of your decisions, then you have the power in your hands. You are not a victim, you are the director, and you have the camera in your hands. A new scene is playing now. Shoot it differently. When you realize that all the scenes of your life have already been written by someone at some point, it becomes anxious, as if you are just an actor who plays according to a prearranged script. But realize that you are the screenwriter. Your thought, your internal agreement, your consent of, okay, I'll endure it. These are new lines in your movie. And right now you are sitting in the white room, a screen is in front of you, and on it are the frames of your day-to-day. Look at them honestly, without excuses, without buts, just the way it turned out. And ask yourself a question. What is the name of this movie? The movie of your day-to-day? Right now, right here. Expectation of change, everything like yesterday, a victim of circumstances. I didn't know what to do. And now ask yourself a second question. And how would you want it to be named? What name would you give to your movie if everything depended only on you? The courage to be yourself, a turning point day, awakening, the beginning of a new life. Live according to the script of this title. Not according to yesterday's, not according to the convenient one, but according to the one that corresponds to your dreams. Let the next scene you shoot be not a continuation of the old, but the beginning of a completely new movie. A movie where you are the director, the main character, and the universe itself all at the same time. Thank you for being with me on this channel. I wish you the best possible branch of reality. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Take care.